Today we're talking to Tyler Saffell. Tyler, for everybody out there, tell them who you are, where you're from, and what you got in your truck.
So my name is Tyler Saffell. I'm out of Strasburg, Virginia, and I compete in King Street with my 2006 Ram 2500. It is now it is a four-link truck with a 6.7 Enforcer deck plate engine. It's got 400% injectors, two-stroker pumps, compound turbos, and I drove this truck on the street. Um, and I don't know. That's pretty basic. Other than that, but
So is everything you just listed? Now that was in it last year when you took the top podium spot, right?
yeah. So pretty much the only changes I made from the past 3 years I competed was adding another CP3 and uh, just keeping the turbos are the same too. I added two wastegates. I just add another CP3 and some nitrous. So we're gonna try nitrous out this year and see what happens. Hopefully we don't break anything or blow it up. Plan on making a lot more power. I'm known as a fuel only guy, but uh, no, I've been spending a lot of time with her in the garage, and she's been telling me, she's ready for some more power. So I'm hoping we can make some more.
So what about so you're basically think that you're to the top of your fuel only um your fuel only spot. So what is making you go to nitrous? Just want to try it out or what?
Well, I mean, I just think it's time. I mean, I'm planning on doing a lot of no prep stuff after
Yeah.
King Street, and I need a lot more power. 1,600 horsepower just isn't going to cut it. And there's a lot of guys competing in King Street this year that's going to have going to make some good numbers on the dyno. I'm just going to try something new and try that route. And a good buddy of mine, Evan Mosier, he's throwing some more power to it, his truck, I think. So we're kind of boggling ideas back and forth also on our setups and things like that. So he's kind of helping me out a little bit.
You guys do go back and forth a lot in the group chat. There's a lot of ideas and a lot of things going back and forth. Do you feel any kind of pressure to defend your spot or anything like that?
I mean, not really. Yeah, I really just enjoy the event
Yeah.
itself. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, yeah, I would like to keep my number one spot. That would be pretty sweet. I feel like the guys are going to be, I guess you'd say maybe trying to, after me, maybe, I guess.
Gunning
But
for you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's really not a competition though. That I was talking to a couple of the other guys about this in the past few days, and it's not a competition where it's like, oh, you're the truck to beat, we have to beat you. It's all about winning, it's all about this and that. It really doesn't seem like that. It's like that. It seems like you guys come in, it's about everybody having a good time, everybody helping each other, just seeing like what the trucks can do instead of it actually being a competition.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get that vibe at all from anybody as far as anybody that I've talked to. I mean, for example, like, me and Evan, I mean, I've known him before King Street, but we went to King Street together per se. And we became pretty good friends since last year. And we've just been pretty open with one another, kind of bouncing ideas off of one another. And, it's going to make us go into this event, you know, even better than what we was last year. And it's pretty cool. The atmosphere at King Street, everybody I've talked to has been super cool. There is no like, I'm better than you or any of those kind of vibes. So it's just a good atmosphere as far as the event itself. Yep.
And you've been there for 3 years, right? So this will be your fourth year. What made you first start coming?
Well, when I built this truck, I kind of I've always I've grown up in the pulling world. That's all I've ever done.
Hmm.
So I built the truck for pulling, and then I was like, hey man, this thing's fast on the street too. So I started drag racing it. And I was like, man, this thing's I can kind of do it all. But then I couldn't really find an event that was good for the truck itself. And then I kind of heard about King of Street, and because man, this is probably like the perfect event for what I'm doing with the truck. I mean, the truck isn't cut up to where you can't street drive it. It's streetable, and I think that's the biggest challenge that a lot of people don't, I guess, understand. Like if they have one purpose built truck, it's harder to do everything with one truck opposed to just building a truck to do one thing. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, you're swapping things around. You need to know what that one truck is going to do on the dirt, as far as dirt dragging, what it's going to do for pulling, what it's going to do on the asphalt. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it that a lot of people don't really think about. But yeah, that's what's really cool about it.
Now, when the schedule came out this year, we changed things up a little bit, right? We've always done one whole day for drag strip stuff, and then we've done one whole day for dyno, and we kind of slammed the dirt all in one day. And then last year we kind of changed that up a little bit. Now the schedule this year is completely tweaked. What do you think about that when you guys saw that? Have you had a chance to take a look at that or?
To be honest, I haven't really looked at the schedule. So tell me again, what was the schedule
So
this year?
Friday morning, we start at the drag strip around 11 o'clock, and then we're gonna run into starting trucks on the dyno because we have 70 some competitors this year. We can't run them all on one day, so we'll start dyno on Friday night. We'll finish it Saturday, and then we'll do dirt drags Saturday evening. You guys will do 2 heats of sled pulling on Sunday. So with that kind of schedule, even though we're not doing the spectator things, that's still going to back you guys up quite a bit to where if something does break, you're really going to have to, work on it, wrench on it, and hustle and get it out. Does that concern you at all? Or how much have you guys had to wrench on it in the past? Or is that something you're kind of set on?
Well, you know, that 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 just that's just all on how you build the truck too. I think the better you build it, the less you have to work on it. But I mean, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I've had pretty good luck with my truck. And I think that might be to my advantage, I guess, because uh, you know, I build it pretty good, and I don't see me having to really mess with anything. I mean, if you build the truck right and you take your time and do it right, you shouldn't have to mess with it. So that's
Right.
just part of the challenge. But I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't think. Anything can happen. A transmission could go bad. I mean, I have a spare trans just in case. Um, last year on dirt drags, the wheel got ripped out of my hand, so I took it back to my tent and completely just ripped the front end apart. Pulled the axles out, pulled the carrier out, checked everything, make sure it was good to go for the next day or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
stuff can happen. So when you throw a wrench in there like that, it just makes it a bigger challenge, I guess.
Didn't you
I,
get one year? And I could be wrong, because all these have run together and there's a lot of y'all. Didn't one year you get the Carnage Award?
that was me. Yep, my with my Duramax tie rods. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I believe there was a meme out there that was like you were trying to be a Duramax that year. It was a little nerve wracking. You almost hit the wall, and I was not happy about that. It was very nerve wracking for me. So thanks for that one.
Yeah, no problem, anytime. But but no, I mean, so what happened? So a little story about what happened there was okay. So my brother has a pulling truck. We had it set up for on his truck that worked. So I was like, all right, we'll just throw your front wheels in the trailer and we'll take those too. Well, I didn't test fit them, and for whatever reason, they were hitting my calipers. So I had to put some spacers on the front. Well, that adds more stress on the tie rods, and that's why the wheels sucked in. I didn't want to run my 33s that I brought. I wanted to run 35s for pulling that year. So that's why I did what I did. And I don't know if you've seen the video, but I knew something was going on, but I still was in it because I mean, you gotta, yeah,
Yeah, until you get that red flag, you just keep going, right? It's every little
every
inch helps, and oh my
yeah,
goodness.
every foot matters. Every foot matters. But I guess always keep you guys on edge. So you never know what's going to happen when I get out there on a dirt track. I guess you just never know what's going to happen.
No, I know you did that one year, and then one year we saw the complete broadside of your truck almost one time, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is he's just in it. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, I'm not gonna watch Saffell right now. I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
whew. All right, so you've built this truck basically yourself, right? You've put it all together, everything. What do
Hmm.
you do for work every day?
So I'm in wastewater. We own our own family business. My dad started it back in 1993 when I was born, and we uh, we're a good established business in our area. But we do excavation, wastewater, and a little. I do a little stuff on the side. I build transmissions on the side for guys who have Dodges in a local area. Sometimes they bring them to me. I don't know, about 3 hours away. Sometimes uh, when I have time, when I'm not uh, taking care of my kids, which it seems like I don't have that much time anymore. Uh,
Yeah, they grow fast, right? And
yeah,
then they get into more and more things, and it's like, oh man, when you were a little baby, it was easier.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to reiterate the fact that like you don't have a performance shop. You don't you know this isn't your daily thing, and you put together a truck with your, let's just say, evenings and weekends, and you came out and you won the King of the Street against it was basically almost 40 trucks last year.
Hmm.
Then this year, we have over 70. What is your feeling? What is your plan? Um, Basically, besides your nitrous, how are you planning to attack this year? Are you going to give it everything it's got? Are you only using the nitrous basically on the drag strip and the dyno? Are you going to be conservative a little bit? Kind of where are you going to land as far as, 0 to 100? How are you going to plan each part of the challenge? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So okay. Uh, since last King of Street, my truck has been sitting here in the garage, and I drove it into town twice. So I don't feel very good at all about going into this year as far as drag racing because I don't have pretty much any seat time as of now since last year. The truck has been sitting here between being a dad and running the business. So I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult this year because of that. But um, I mean, the strategy. I mean, I don't have a performance shop. No, I just work on this thing. I just work on this thing on the evenings. Uh, but my strategy is to give it all it's got as far as dirt dragging goes, and sled pulling. I already know what I'm going to do there because I kind of that's where I kind of come from. As far as the 8th mile drag race, I don't really know yet because I'm going to a 4 link and I'm going to 29-inch slicks, DOT slicks. Um, so I don't know at all. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of testing in before I go to King of Street this year, if I can. I mean, I got the truck; it's sitting on jack stands now, and I don't have any, like I said, any asphalt testing. I'm gonna go to Fire Punk this Wednesday, hopefully to get a dyno tune. And the strategy I got is just to kind of like not break anything and go through the event and try to do my best in every segment.
Right. And survive, basically. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
surviving's a
much.
great thing. Yes. And so you're coming in untested. Does it ever cross your mind to like skip a year, or are you just like, no, I'm gonna go because it's gonna be a blast?
I'm telling you, man, I just have an addiction. After I went the first year, I was hooked. I was like, this is what I want to do every year. And I pretty much don't want to cut my truck up to the point where I can't street drive it because of this event. I mean, I really like going. So I do everything I can to make it every year. So and to you and Matt, I really thank you guys for putting it on. I know it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But we're thankful. We are thankful to have you guys to put this event on. So we really do appreciate that.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And you guys are welcome. I mean, you guys are the reason that we still have it. You've been around long enough to know now that a couple years ago, we really struggled as to if we were going to continue this challenge or not. And it was tough and we battled it and you guys were like, "No, we're coming every year." Well, when you hear that from so many of you guys, it's like we have to have it, right? So
Yep.
this year we cut out all of the spectator events. We cut out the general admission for spectators. What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like that was a good move? Do you feel like you'd rather have the spectators there? Like, where are you thinking with that decision when it came out?
Well, no, I mean, we all like the audience, give them something to do and come out and enjoy themselves. But I understand it's a lot of work. So to me, it doesn't really matter either way. Um, at the end of the day, we're all hanging out. All the guys that are competing, we're all hanging out, having a good time. But it is what it is. I'm not really upset about it. And there's things you have to do. I know it's a lot of work.
Right.
So.
And we did up the media last year. What did you guys think about doing the extra interviews and stuff like that? I mean, that was kind of a little bit of a boost that maybe got you a little bit more attention than what we've had in the past because we've always struggled with trying to get media companies there and stuff like that. So, um, do you feel that you got the coverage, being that you were the winner of it? Do you feel like you got the coverage that you probably should have had or you deserved in winning the competition? Or is that something that you wish like the industry as a whole would recognize more? Or does that really not matter to you? You're just in it for the fun or kind of where you at with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of in it for the fun. But
Hmm.
there's only so much you can really do. I mean, I got a
Right.
trophy. I mean, we got a big fat check. I mean, that was pretty neat. That pays some of my expenses off I spent on the truck. I mean, this stuff's
Yeah.
just so expensive. So yeah, I mean, heck yeah. I mean, I don't really know of anywhere else you can go and get that kind of payout.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I mean, I think that's very generous. Yeah.
I what is your thought process on it? Did your kids usually come with you? Do you usually
So
bring the family, right?
we were talking about it a little bit, but we have one that's 10 months old. So right now it's a little bit difficult. I think next year we're gonna do
Oh.
what we can to bring him out. Yes, because there again, the environment is great. So I wouldn't have an issue bringing my kids out at all and having fun. I mean, some other guys bring their kids out. A lot of guys do with their family, and
Mhm.
and I think that's neat too because you can go there. It's like a mini vacation.
Yeah.
3 days of just hanging out with people that have the same thing in common and the same interest. So it's really neat. It's a vacation for us pretty much, and I would like to bring my kids next year.
It is kind of stressful as a parent for to be in this industry and you like these sort of events and you want to go to truck pulls or drag races or whatever and you're like, gosh, but I got the kids and they're going to be miserable or it's not a safe atmosphere for them or stuff like that. And it's like, well, where can you go? But if you really do have kids and you want to do family stuff in this industry, this is one of the best events that you could take them to. I feel like we do a good job like trying to get the kids to have bounce houses and we feed everybody and it's a really a fun time that like you said, it's like a vacation. You're right next to the beach too, like within driving
Yeah.
distance. You can go to the beach on a street drive.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and seafood. I love seafood. Oh
Yeah,
man. So, yeah,
so it works
yeah.
out, right?
It's a win-win. Yeah.
What do you have to suggest or any advice that you could give anybody that's on the fence about coming, not really sure if they want to try it out for the first time? What advice can you give somebody that's, got an intake and a tune and maybe a charger or maybe even an OEM charger on their truck just that wants to get involved? What's your advice to them?
Well, it would be. seat time in the truck is everything. I mean, look at me. I didn't make much power. 1,600 horsepower, which today isn't too much. And it's just being consistent, not breaking anything, doing good in every segment, and getting to know your truck. And if you're on the fence about coming out, I mean, don't be. Come on out. It's a great time, whether you win or lose. I mean, the first year I came out, I broke, and I still had fun after because I didn't have to worry about doing anything or working on the truck. Um,
Yeah, you
but
guys just had fun.
we just had fun. We just had fun, and it was a great time.
Yep.
So if your truck is running or not running, you're going to have a good time. I promise you. And the food and Sarah's wings that she makes, awesome. That makes it worth the drive just in itself.
I had to put the wings back on the menu this year, and then we decided we're actually going to do a pig roast on Saturday since that's kind of like Dino Day, and we're going to be hanging out. So I decided to up the ante on the food a little bit this year, but I did put extra wings on the order because of you guys, extra flats, right?
Oh my God, me and Evan's gonna eat those flats up. Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Well, it was nice
yeah.
talking to you, Tyler. Thank you for taking the time to do a little pre-event planning session with me, and safe travels, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, Sarah. We
All right.
will. We'll see you.
All right. See you then. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye bye.